Reasons to file your tax return early. Firstly, if you file early, your liability isn't due any sooner. So the current deadline is 31st of January 2021. So even if you file today, that is still the payment deadline. Okay, so by filing today, you will know what your tax liability is, you'll know what you're going to have to pay, and it will enable you to plan. Okay, as we know, in the current situation, things are uncertain. Where possible, we need to plan as far ahead as we can because it helps smooth the burden, and it gives us more time to consider options to help and make sure that we can meet those liabilities one way or another. Secondly, you may be in a fortunate position where you're due a tax refund. Thereby, by filing early, you'll get your refund that much earlier. Always a bonus. Another reason is that if you have or employment income or pension income, i.e. you have a tax code, then as long as you file before December 2020, then what you can elect to do, providing your tax bill is less than £3,000, you can elect to have it collected via your tax code in employment or pension income. This will then spread the cost much evenly over the next year. Another just point to mention in relation to obviously the current filing deadline upcoming is that the tax return filing deadline is also the 31st January 2021. If you miss that deadline, you will incur late filing penalties. So it's much better to make sure that you're not cutting it too fine. Make sure you file it sooner rather than later. You will then avoid all of those late filing penalties. And also be in a better position to plan as to how you're going to fund your tax liability. Lastly, it's worth pointing out that HMRC recently announced that providing your liability is less than £30,000, they have a time to pay arrangement. And you can set this up with HMRC to basically mean that you don't have to pay your tax by the deadline of 31st of January 2021. You are allowed to spread the cost over the 12 months after that deadline. Okay, but in order to do that and set that time to pay arrangement up, you need to have filed your tax return as soon as possible to get that arrangement in place. Okay, so please do come and talk to us today. We can help you prepare your tax return, we can get your tax return filed, and we can look at the options available to ensure that you've got the funds available to meet your liabilities. Thank you.